Hi there, welcome to Bourbon Turntable. This is the show that blends the love of music with the love of whiskey. Tonight, I'm coming to you from parts unknown. Actually, it's Wares Valley, Tennessee. Not where, where in Tennessee? Wares Valley, Tennessee. This is called the peaceful side of the Smokies. So if you've ever been to the Great Smoky Mountains and you've traversed through Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg with the endless parade of candy shops and t-shirt stores and stupid rides and crap. This is the other side of that. This is the side where it is less developed, but we were fortunate enough, my wife and I, to be spending a nice long weekend in a cabin in Wares Valley. Here is what our view looks like. Hey, little buzzard roost. And we had a first night here. We had a visitor. Yes, that is a black bear. Not a very big one, but it's still a black bear. And he's trying to climb up to the deck from which I'm recording right now. And he hung out for a while. He actually climbed to the lower level deck and hung out there for a bit near the hot tub. I don't know if he was wanting to take a dip or not, but we did. We've been keenly aware of watching for bear lurking around the corner when we go in or out of the cabin. So yeah, this is our friend. We're going to call him Brandon. And if any of you know our Brandon story, then you'll know why we're calling him Brandon. But anyway, so I'm coming to you from this cabin in Wares Valley, and hopefully the internet will hold up and there won't be too much ambient noise as well, although maybe the ambient noise will be welcome. So wanted to tell you a little bit about this trip and why we're here. We went to a place called the Shed Smokehouse and Juke Joint over in Maryville, Tennessee. It's probably about 45-minute drive from where I'm sitting right now. And each year, a band called Blackberry Smoke does a 3-night residency there. And so we came on the middle of the 3 nights to see our good friends, Parker Barrow. Find that picture of these guys. They were wonderful. Here, well, let me show you this. There I am with Dylan and Megan after the show. You can see Dylan's wearing a wonderful top hat that he walked out on stage with that on his head. And I thought, he's sitting down behind that drum kit. That thing's not lasting through the first song. And sure enough, it made it for about, I don't know, a minute and a half or so. He plays a very strong, very heavy, very animated drum. And it's fantastic. But they were great. They were the opener for Blackberry Smokes. Was a big opportunity for them. Got to also meet Greg Bell, who is their manager. You may remember Greg was on the show not too long ago, and he was great to visit with. But he actually lives in Australia and was in town for, I don't know, a month or so, and was at the show for Parker Barrow. Got to chat with him a good bit. We're making plans to have him back on soon, and to have Dylan and Megan on as well, because they've got a new album coming out July 17th. They have a new single that just came out called Blinded. I think it came out maybe a week ago. You should be sure to check that out. But we got to see this show at the Shed. If you've not been to the Shed, it's a very interesting venue. It's right next door to a Harley Davidson dealership, Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson. They were next door to a business about 20 years ago that went under, and they bought the property, turned it into a music venue. It's an outdoor venue. They also have an indoor space, a much smaller indoor space, but there's an outdoor venue where it's basically standing room only in under the shed, so to speak. And then on the outsides of the shed, you can put down your lawn chair or whatever and enjoy the show from there. And that's where we were. But if you've not been to the Shed, you ought to go. If you go and Blackberry Smoke is there, like I said, they come 3 nights a year. It's a different experience altogether. Blackberry Smoke fans are quite enthusiastic and dedicated band. And speaking of Blackberry Smoke fans, got to meet Mr. Brian Jones, who is the founder and co-host of All Things Blues and Rock Southern podcast. All Things Blues and Southern Rock podcast. So I ran into him, he said, "Hey, let's take a picture." And so I don't know if I was photobombing him or if he just wanted to take a picture of himself, but there I am. Had his co-host Jason on the show a few times. We'll be having him on again soon to review the Cold Stairs Texas album, I'm sure. So if you haven't been to the Shed, I highly recommend it. Really cool venue, different kind of experience. And I believe June 19th, our friends, the Cold Stairs, will be there along with the record company. So that would be a fantastic show. So that is why we came. I tell you, the Blackberry Smoke was awesome. The crowd was really into it. I mean, the people that come here, they come for all 3 nights. They camp out there, and they know every word to every song. And I love Blackberry Smoke. I am not as committed as they are. It's kind of like going to a Tedeschi truck show. You think, hey, yeah, I've seen them 6, 7, 8 times, and you're sitting next to somebody who, well, I've seen them 30 times on this tour. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not quite as into it as I thought I was compared to you. But yeah, the Blackberry Smoke fans, man, they come out, they're decked out. They've made they've got their denim vests with patches from different tours on it. And being right next to a Harley dealership certainly plays into that as well. So it's a really cool vibe, and they're a fantastic band. So you need to be sure to check them out. I've got I think a pretty good playlist of Blackberry Smoke tunes on Spotify, and I'll share that with you. So if you're not that familiar, you can get familiar. Now, if you've listened to this show for any length of time at all, you will know about Parker Barrow. See my hat, got a hat last night. They're great. Love them. Dylan and Megan, I tell them they're my adopted kids because they're just fantastic people, and they're just doing great things in their music. Alex Bender, who is their guitarist and co-writes on many of the songs that they've got out now, man, he lit it up last night. Just some incredible solos. So you need to make a point to going to see Parker Barrow. It is you will not be disappointed. You will truly enjoy that. So also, because we talk about music, we talk about whiskey. There is a distillery in Townsend, Tennessee, which is just a couple miles down the road from Wares Valley, Company Distilling. And you may think, hey, that name kind of sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? Well, Jeff Arnett is the co-founder and master distiller at Company Distilling. I believe they opened about 5 years ago. And before he was there, he was the master distiller at a little place called Jack Daniels. So he comes with a pretty solid street cred. And at Company Distilling, I mean, they get into the Tennessee whiskey a little bit, but it's not all they do. They have bourbon, they have rye, they have gin, they have vodka, they have some flavored whiskeys as well. Now, do not confuse Jeff Arnett with Jeff Ament. Jeff Ament was the bass player for Pearl Jam, Temple of the Dog, and Mother Love Bone. I don't know if Jeff Arnett plays bass or not, but this is a straight Tennessee whiskey. So they do have Tennessee whiskey finished in pecan wood. Now, the way they do these finishes is they'll complete the aging process, the regular aging process in the oak barrel. They'll dump that barrel into a vat, and then they will take smoked wood chips. And they do this with maple, they do this with cherry, they do this with apple, and with this one happens to be with pecan. And they'll take those chips, they'll put them in a bag, a bag with with holes in it, but they'll secure it in some sort of netting, mesh netting, and they'll put it down in that vat and they'll age it. And it's very easy to taste it and see how the progress is going. And once they hit the sweet spot, they'll pull the mesh bag of chips out. They'll filter it through just to clear out any stray wood chips that may have escaped, and then they'll bottle it. So this is, like I say, straight Tennessee whiskey finished with pecan wood. I believe this was 80 corn, 10 rye, 10 barley, 110 proof single barrel. It's very good. Cheers. I don't know. The pecan may be what's doing it, because I tried several of their expressions when I visited. This one's a little sweeter, but not overly sweet by any means. But it does have a little sweetness to it. A little bit of tobacco and clove in there as well. Some very nice vanilla. It's very nice pour, very good. Everything I had, I really enjoyed. So check out Company Distilling and see what Jeff Arnett, not to be confused with Jeff Ament, is up to. So that is the show for today. Kind of a quick hit, but wanted to report on some of the music and whiskey happenings from this weekend. If you need me, I'll be sitting right here. That's going to be my view. Actually, when I look over my computer screen, that's what I'm looking at, sans the sunset and bottle of Buzzer Drews. But it's beautiful, beautiful view of the foothills of the Smoky Mountains in East Tennessee. So until next time, thank you very much for tuning in, and cheers.